Hello everyone. We're just getting ourselves organised. It's Monday. It's very dreich out there. Welcome to the kitchen. Don't worry, Frank will be here in a second. We're just getting ourselves organised. I don't know wherever you are. Hi Jamie Sutherland. Welcome, you're the first in here. It's so cold outside and so dreich and so wet. And it's lovely to have you with us. Frank is just coming in the door. I would hate you to think that we'd been rehearsing all afternoon. Welcome, Frank.
Well, my pleasure,
boy.
yes.
What's it like out there?
Dreich and grumach.
Drumach.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
That's the word for tonight. Grumach.
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 Where does that come from?
I've no idea.
You just made it
I just
up.
I heard somebody saying it was a Dreich and grumach day.
Dreich and grumach day. How are you wherever you are? Rhoda MacDonald, welcome. Catherine Bell, she's saying it's a chilly Fife. And Maureen Grant, welcome to all of you. You're all joining us. I hope you've got a nice hot cup of tea, Frank. You've got your Earl
Yes, I've
Grey.
got my Earl Grey as always.
I
Cheers.
mean, the Laird of Shanburn here. Jimmy Guild and Phyllis Urquhart, welcome. Good to have you with us. And Trisha Donovan, evening. Fiona Frank and the golfer is here. He's got a good clue. The rest of us, no clue, but he's got a clue. And Christine Hopkins and Joni Mackay, evening to you too, and Isabel Macaulay. Lovely to have you with us. We're very well, thanks, Rhoda MacDonald. Frank Crombie, a very good damp evening for a glass of malt. Annie's watching,
Yes.
Linda Patterson, Floris Calderwood, great to have you. Mary Bell McLeod and Grant and Duncan. Hello from Montrose. Gosh, we were in Montrose on Friday. Boy, oh boy, it was unbelievable. The golfer and I we tried to go to Edinburgh to the rugby and we drove down to Stracathro, which was so flooded, we went inland to Brechin.
Oh, good to have you.
We then did we go to Montrose after that?
Flooded.
Brechin was flooded, Montrose.
Brechin or both was flooded.
For those of you around the world, if you don't know, the whole of the northeast of Scotland, we were really struck with 4 or 5 inches of rain in one day that we would normally have in, how long?
Many months, but you're sitting on the banks of the River Dee here, so you're at danger here as well. Through flooding.
Well, there's been a lot. We're a wee bit higher up, but the golf club is Paul,
yes.
Laurie,
Yes.
Marion. I'm sorry if you're watching. Marion often watches. They're all flooded down there. Deeside Golf Club is flooded. So many places are flooded, but where we are, we seem to be okay. Fire is on. The kettle is on. We're just about to. Lewis, welcome. I think we should have a tune to warm us up while I put the kettle on.
Well, okay.
What are you going to play?
Well, some weeks ago, I think the last time I was here, and previously, one of your regular viewers asked for a request for the Braemar Gathering Pipe March.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Now,
I don't know if I know.
perhaps if he's watching tonight, he can remind us who he is. Anyway, I'm not the best exponent of pipe marches, but anyway, we'll have a go. The first one is the Braemar Gathering March. Second one is John D. Burgess, who was a world famous piper, a household name in the piping world because he adjudicated at games and festivals and such like. So it's the Braemar Gathering
Wonderful.
March.
Oh, well, and you know, I can picture that wonderful field with nearly 20,000 people sitting around it, and always when Her Majesty used to be driven in at 3 o'clock and the pipe bands would get going and the
very
marching
special.
would come.
Yes,
so the Braemar
right.
Gathering March.
Right, can we see you marching round the kitchen?
Okay,
Yes,
I'll go and get my tea.
just hope that I hope that gentleman recognised the Braemar gathering
But
march.
I recognise that, and that's a very well-known tune.
Yes, it is. In actual fact, by a very well-known composer, George S. McLennan.
And have you never played it before?
No.
All these years that you played up in Balmoral.
I had a job finding the music. It's quite a well-known march, but I couldn't find it in my pipe books. But anyway, I did manage to get it off Google as
and
always.
I suppose, well, Frank, there are accordion tunes and pipe tunes. I mean, it's just and fiddle tunes, and of course, there's lots of crossover. But
yes, very much so.
Would you typically not play a lot of pipe tunes?
Well, most accordionists have a huge repertoire of pipe tunes, but I don't know. I just haven't.
It's just that's just not one that was particularly.
Yeah, we play them occasionally for dancing, for ceilidh dancing and such like. But
Are you playing at the weekend?
yes. Gallowgate Church, in actual fact, for Father Emsley Nimmo.
Oh, wonderful!
Yeah, it was wonderful. And of course, he's from Harris.
Yes.
And great Gaelic speaker and singer. So
yes.
he sang Fearbata and a few of your favourite songs.
Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Well, we went to Murrayfield to see the rugby. And I don't know if many of you were there. Well, there were 60,000 people there, but it was a good result for Scotland, which was really nice. The journey there was a bit much. But actually, I want to wish today my Aunt Angela Gillis in Glasgow, in Mulgai. Aunt Angela, it's her birthday today. Yesterday, it was my sisters Morven and Deirdre's birthdays, and we had a great family gathering, and it was wonderful to see the Camerons and all sorts of old family friends. The Couples, of course, were there, and relations and family. So we had a great party. So Aunt Angela, many happy returns. Morag is coming. It's her birthday this Saturday, so Morag, it will be your birthday next weekend. It's a very expensive month, November, actually. So Morag, Morven, Deirdre and Aunt Angela, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Deirdre, Morven, Aunt Angela and Morag. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip, hooray!
Yes.
Hooray. So we had a great time. There was much reminiscing, as all these wonderful old parties should be, and it was just lovely. It was so it kind of brings me on to a song. Could you bring me my specs, which I think I left over there somewhere? We were remembering that when growing up, for those of you that don't know, my sisters and I all used to sing together, and we were kind of a cross between the Bontrap family and the Corrs. We kind of liked the Corrs a lot. But we all sang together, and this particular song, Deirdre got her line, and I am the best of them all. And Deirdre, you're the best of us all. So I'm going to sing this for Deirdre. I've actually pinched a bit of some words from a similar song. It's an Irish song. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we'll see how it pans out. What key is it in, roughly?
Well,
did we have a... were we B flat?
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll try it then.
Let's try. There were 5 lovely lassies, Banyan, Banyan, Banyan. There are 5 lovely lassies, Banyan, and Deirdre's the best of them all. And my father had 40 white shillings, shillings, and my father had 40 white shillings, and grass for a goat and a cow. There are 5 lovely lassies in Banyan, Banyan, Banyan. There are 5 lovely lassies ball. Well, the cause of the row was Joe Cashin. Cashin, Cashin, for he told me he thought I looked smashing at a dance in the Adelaide Hall. There are 5 lovely lassies in Banyan, Banyan, Banyan. There are 5 lovely lassies in Banyan, and Deirdre's the best of them all. Well, he told me he thought we should marry, 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 and he said it was foolish to tarry. So he lent me the price of a ring. When he gets a few jars, he goes frantic, frantic, frantic. Well, he's tall and he's dark and romantic, and I love him in spite of it all. There are 5 lovely lassies in Banyan, Banyan, Banyan. There are 5 lovely lassies in Banyan, and Deirdre's the best of them all. And Deirdre's the best of them all. There we
Excellent
go.
song. Yes, yeah, very good.
Oh, the golfer liked that one. Actually, we were all remembering when we were 5. The original song is 3 lovely lassies, but because there were 5 of us when we all sang together. But what was really lovely about the other Saturday night when we were all celebrating Judy's birthday, we have Ailey, our 5th sister, so there's 6 of us, and there was Ailey's little ones that were there, and our little grandson Sterling was there. So we had Brooke and Aria, and we had Sterling and dancing, and
Ready-made Kaylee.
it was a
Yeah,
ready-made
yeah,
cake,
yeah.
and it was lovely. And it was just a number of people, Spencer and Gail Patrick, that we were chatting to, and they said they just always remembered Deirdre because when we did all these Grampian TV shows, Deirdre being the youngest at that time, she would take off her shoes and socks, and she'd just leave in the middle of the song and then run back in and sing, and I am the best of them all.
Oh,
She hasn't changed a bit.
very good.
Anyway, we had a lovely family party. Lots of people are remembering that and enjoying it. Hello, Carol. Hello, Frida. Lovely to have you with us. And Robert and Mary Wilson. I'm sure they're remembering because it's all the old songs, isn't it? You're a war baby, Frank.
That's right, yes. The songs I'm about to play are all started their life during the war. And way back in the days of Bill Wilkie in Perth, who taught the accordion and had his big festival every year. And he had this accordion orchestra, and I was lucky enough to be playing with this. So these are some of the tunes that were played in the accordion orchestra. Something like that, yes.
Oh, but lovely. I bet you, lots of you are remembering all these wonderful old tunes. I know, because you're sending in these lovely messages and saying, watching from Southend. Oh, I just missed that. John Alex Mackenzie and Frida and Will Richard. Beautiful Frank. I remember them all. Margaret Johnson enjoying that, Frank. Vera Lindley, they're enjoying it. Marlene Spencer, thank you, Frank, for playing on the Marlene Dietrich and her famous, I just missed a wee bit of that, but Linda Patterson, Tricia Donovan, Margaret Sherry, they're all saying, oh, Jean Fakeney, lovely music. And Margaret Reed Mackenzie, I remember your dad mentioning your names when he sang the Dancing in Kyle. He did. Fantastic, Frank, great tunes. And John Conroy from Granite City Chorus, brilliant. And Mary Reed, how lovely. There's a lady who was, Margaret Edwards, who was saying hello to the golfer. She sent me a message earlier and said, hello to the golfer, how are we doing in this weather? I think fair to say we're fine. There was a power cut, but we're okay. You have a clue for us?
Bonobo. B-O-N-O-B-O.
The golfer's clue is bonobo. B-O-N-O-B-O. What does it mean? What does bonobo mean? Frank, any
Haven't
idea?
a clue. I'm just a wee bit preoccupied here because I'm, with my left eye, I'm watching the World Cup. And my right eye, I'm watching the golfer eating Christmas cake.
If you could just see, I mean, all you're seeing is this little wee bit of Frank and me. The golfer has I think it's fair to say he's got quite a large telly on that wall over there. Who is it? Senegal and is it Netherlands?
Netherlands, yeah.
2-0. Sorry, spoiler alert. So the golfer is watching this while vaguely listening to us.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Dogs padding around. Behave, little dog, behave. And we want to know what bonobo means, because I don't have a clue.
No.
So Margaret Edwards, do you know what bonobo means? I also want to say hello to another Edwards. I don't know if you're related or not. Leslie Edwards wrote to me a couple of times, and she was telling me about her grandson and how she had him round to play, and we were singing "I Tell Mama," which I love to sing, and he was dancing around the kitchen with his grandma, and then she sent it to her friend abroad, and then she was dancing around her kitchen. Then the next song we sang was "The Water Is Wide," and apparently her grandson sat up in her lap and was very calm, and she was just saying the power of music to lift the spirits, but also to kind of calm you down.
Yes.
I know I used to always put classic FM on in the car if the kids were fighting and just think, let's just have some classical music, calm everything down. So hello, Leslie. I believe you were a physio, and you thought you knew Frank, but Frank wasn't sure.
Yes, I'm sure I've played with
Fairview,
I'm
Fairview.
sure I've been there in the past.
Right, Fairview.
Not recently, but yes, I have been there with the old folks.
Okay. Well, and I'm sure, you know, she would have been a physio at that time. And
Yeah,
she would have...
sure.
Great. Well, welcome wherever you are on this planet. It's lovely to have you with us in our cosy kitchen. The golfers put a fire on. We've got the stove on. If you move a little bit that way, you can see we have...
It's blazing.
Yep, it's nice.
It's blazing.
Right, come back in. We've got
Yes.
the heat right at our back. Hello, Carol Gruber. Lovely to have you with us. What am I going to sing now? Are we
Well,
going to... Will we do... Why don't we do a classic song? Since you were doing some old war songs, this song dates back to 1952.
Year of my birth.
Isabel said, She thought it was an animal, bonobo.
It is an animal.
Oh, it is an animal. You are right, but
There's lots of animals.
there's lots of animals. You're going to have to do better than that. We
Oh.
need a what animal it is. So once we've done this song, it's a musical film. It's a romantic film. It's a classic. It not only starred Gene Kelly, but it was directed and choreographed by Gene Kelly. Debbie Reynolds was in it. Sid Charisse was in it. You must know what it is now.
Loads of cues.
Gene Hagen, Donald O'Connor,
Donald,
and it's, do you know? Oh, someone is saying a monkey and someone is saying a stag.
it's a monkey. It's a primate.
Barbara,
Oh,
you're
yes,
quite right. It's a primate. The golfer is deeply impressed. A bonobo,
It's a
primate.
It's a pygmy primate.
it is. So it is a small monkey. From,
A pygmy
yes,
chimpanzee.
from
It's a pygmy chimpanzee. In fact.
It's a chimpanzee, to
Pygmy
be
chimpanzee.
precise.
There's not many of them around Aberdeen,
No.
I don't think, no.
There's not a lot of pygmies though.
I know, but that's why we're trying. Ailey, hello. Don't even listen to the golfer. He is just being bad. And I'm going to sing in the rain because that's
An American
It's-
in Paris.
Well, it's singing
It's
in the
tough.
rain.
Yeah, but an American in Paris was a movie.
Oh, yes. It's topical, I
It
will
is.
say that.
It is. So do we have a key? Roughly.
Try this one, okay.
Okay. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing and dancing in the rain. Oh, I want to be squishing in puddles. Oh, I'm a frustrated tap dancer. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing and dancing in rain. Just singing and dancing in the rain. That was our own version of it.
Yes.
The golfer clearly isn't that impressed.
I think we got away with it, didn't we?
I just,
Oh, very good.
oh, it was a bit delayed. A bit delayed. Thank you very much. Don't you just wish that you had your wellies on and you could just go out and do a bit of a Gene Kelly and,
Yeah, there is a song about wellies. Is it Billy Connolly?
oh yes, he did the Great Welly Boots
Oh,
song.
that's it.
I have a great story about that actually, about my wonderful friend Juliet Cadso, and many of you who are in Scotland who watch River City will know that Juliet has a major role in that. And she once went to audition for Zorba the Greek, and for some reason decided to sing Billy Connolly's Welly Boots song. And the person who was playing the guitar for her, she thought she'd use a prop, and they threw on the welly boot, you know, as a
The
prop.
big welly boots, the
I-
yellow wellies.
I think it's fair to say she didn't get the part in Zorba the Greek. It wasn't the right, it was, you've got to choose your audition songs
I'm sure.
very, very carefully. But Juliet, sometimes I know you're watching, sending you lots of love. I also want to send much, much love to the Bett family. John Bett, wonderful actor. His mum very sadly passed away just yesterday. And he sent me a lovely note, and they are, she had her nail varnish on and her earrings in, and she was about to go out for coffee. And he said it's just as she would have wanted it, because no long protracted illness, and well into her 90s, a very glamorous, very warm, lovely lady. And I know it doesn't matter what age or stage, it's a huge loss. So to John, Sarah, to all your family, much love and commiserations from all of us. So a wee tune perhaps
A wee-
from, a wee tune.
Or a
Tune
song.
song.
Yeah,
A wee tune.
yeah, okay.
What would you like to play?
I've no idea.
All right.
It'll be in the key of A, that's all I can tell you.
All right, something will. Thank you, Frank. So there's lots of people saying, lovely, warms us up, wet and cold in Haddington tonight. And Nora Monroe's watching, Edna Jaffrey saying, thank you, Frank, I love these tunes, as does Maureen McBean and Eileen Andrew, who's also there. Keith Mackay, hello, hope you're well and keeping warm. And Keith is watching, so that's lovely to have you with us, Keith. Before we go, I was driving up the road yesterday evening, listening to Gary Innes on BBC Radio Scotland, his wonderful request programme. So I want to do a big shout out. Actually, I'll do a request for Gary Innes because he actually played my dad singing Movahir
Oh,
yesterday.
yes, yes.
And then there was a lady from Oxfordshire had requested me singing either Wild Mountain Thyme or the Maple Tree. And so they played the Maple Tree, which was very nice. And I thought I'd sing the Wild Mountain Thyme tonight. So Gary Innes, thank you for playing. Thank you to the lady whose name I missed who sent in a request. If you don't listen to Gary, I'm sure many of you do, tune into him on a Sunday and you can send in your requests live. They respond very quickly. You don't have to do it a week in advance or anything like that.
Yeah.
And such an eclectic range of music, you know, everything from wonderful Scottish dance band tunes to from John Ellis to Sir Jimmy Shand to Chris Christopherson to
amazing, yeah.
so it was a great choice, whoever was producing. And I want to say belated happy birthday to Brian Cruikshank, who reached a significant birthday yesterday. Many happy returns. I know Jennifer wasn't producing yesterday because they were having a family party, but they're a great family, Jennifer and Brian. So happy birthday. And hello to Gary, you're doing a great job. So for the lovely lady who wrote in, Frank says he listens to Gary every week, and Nancy's going to catch up later. Let's do Wild Mountain Thyme.
Yes, okay. Hope I've got the right key here.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a tower by your clear crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love he were gone, I would surely find no other to Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to Wild Mountain Thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, loves that song, and everyone just loves to join in. I want to say a special hello to my sister-in-law, Linda Nolan, who is in Dublin, recovering from a foot operation, a fairly major foot operation. So I think she's got 5 more weeks to rest with her foot up, going nowhere, doing nothing. George, I hope you're being a brilliant butler and general factotum. I know you're a brilliant cook, and I want to say hello to all your grandchildren because they got a puppy at the weekend.
Oh, heavens.
Great excitement. I don't know what the puppy's called. The cutest thing.
It's a life changer.
It's a life changer. Puppies are a game changer. But Linda, I hope you're doing well. And George, just keep taking in the food and bringing flowers and chocolates and...
Keep taking the pills.
Are you going to play us out with something?
Yes, I haven't a clue what it is, but...
Good to see you. I just thought I'd show you what I had made for the little tour. It may be back to front, but it says Fiona's Kitchen Concert, Bedlam in the Kitchen, Little Jack Russells. I'm going to put them on my website because a lot of people loved them when we were touring, and I got some tea towels made, so I had to get some more made. I'll put them up tomorrow so you can sort of see them, and little bags and things and CDs. So
lovely, yeah.
they're fun. And I was just thinking myself, you know, we don't want to go mad at Christmas anymore, but something is a bit of fun. I got some children's aprons made as well. So next week next time you're here, I'll have you modelling.
Yes.
Modelling.
Yes, there's a few stocking fillers.
A few stocking fillers. Thank you for joining us, as always. Lovely to have you and know that you're there. Hope you've enjoyed. I know that you've enjoyed. So many people write in, Frank, and say how much they enjoy your music, and also you just lift the spirits on a Monday. Nothing better than Scottish country dance music. So, and you're a master.
Well,
and all the
I used to be a master.
You're a master.
About 70 years ago.
Isn't he a master? Peter says, great entertainers, says Peter and Liz, and Jean Thompson. Thank you for a lovely night.
Pleasure.
Thanks. Okay. We'll see you next time, next Monday. Bye.